Okay, so now let's achieve consistency in our storytelling. That means that how do we get the same person to perform a different task or a different action? Let's say we want a picture of Julius Caesar leading his troops into battle. So what I will do for that is I'll right click this image, I'll copy the link, and I will write the image prompt. I'll paste the link and then write the prompt. Julius Caesar leading his army into battle. Julius Caesar looks focused and determined. We want him to look determined. And then we can say Roman army standing behind Julius Caesar. And to improve the quality of the picture, as usual, we paste this, copy this, and then paste it right here. And now let's see what Midjourney gives us. So here's what Midjourney has given us. Let's have a look at it. See, it's a good quality images. There's good depth of field. Julius Caesar is in the focus. The rest of the people standing behind him are blurry. But see, I have personally got a problem with the picture. The problem is there are columns in the background here, there are columns here, there are columns kind of here, and I can notice them here too. And I'll tell you the reason for this. The reason for this is we created this image using this picture. See, and this picture had a lot of columns in the background. See, Midjourney cannot ignore the content of the picture that you blended to create a prompt. Even though Midjourney followed my command, which was Julius Caesar is going to be leading his army, is going to be at the front, his army is going to be standing behind him, and Midjourney did that, but it did not entirely ignore what was inside the image that we blended to obtain this result. So now the question is, how do we remove those columns from here and get like a more real picture of a battlefield which is kind of plain? And that is what I'm going to show you next. So in order to achieve a realistic picture of a battlefield where Julius Caesar is leading his men, we need to be inputting that image into our prompt. So instead of using one image in the prompt, which we used this, we need to be using another image in our prompt. So we will essentially be using two blended pictures in our prompt. The number one picture will be this, the number two picture will be of a realistic battlefield. So to obtain an image of a realistic battlefield, we have two options. We can either go to the Midjourney community feed and search there, or we can simply go on Google and see what Google gives us. So in this case, let's try Google. So Google battle pictures in movies. Let's do that. And let's see if Midjourney has something useful for us. I mean Google. I really like this picture. It's very plain. I can see the dust in the background, which is kind of realistic. It's a battlefield. A lot of people are standing. I think we should download this picture and upload it on Midjourney Discord. So we'll go here, we'll upload this picture right here, and then what we do is we blend this picture and this picture, we blend both the pictures. So copy link, imagine we paste this link, we hit a space bar, and then we copy this link, and then we copy the same prompt we use here. And now let's see what Midjourney gives us. So this is now what Midjourney has given us. Let's take a look at it. And now if you see, you can kind of imagine that it's more realistically like a battlefield. I can see those mountains in the background. I can see sand in the background. People are holding, the soldiers are holding flags, and Julius Caesar is right in front leading them. So now what I can do is I can upscale this image and try to improve the quality even further. And I'll tell you why I'm doing that. Remember, I told you last time, whenever you blend a standard image, you always have to vary it strong to improve the quality further. The quality of this image was really good, but the picture of this picture was of standard quality. So when I blend them together, the result was an image of good quality, but not as good as it can get. So our mission is to maximize the result that we can get. So for that, we will vary it strong. And by the way, I would like to tell you that whenever you're blending two pictures together, always try to use at least one picture that is good quality. So in this case, this was a standard image that we got from Google. This image we had already produced, which was high quality. But let's say if I had blended this picture with the original picture like this, or perhaps even worse like this, the result would have been very awful. So we don't want to do that. We always want to make sure at least one of the pictures is of high quality, and then we can vary it strong to maximize that quality. So if we go here, now I can see that it has started to improve. Julius Caesar is leading his men at the start. I can see sand in the background. His soldiers are standing right behind him. It gives a very majestic image. So that's how you maintain consistency in your images. And remember, if you don't like an image, you can always redo it by varying it strong. You can go here and press the redo button, because it's highly unlikely that you will get your desired result that you imagined in your head the first time you try these prompts. You always have to go through a process. Try it 4 times, 5 times, and you will eventually get the desired result. But at the end of the day, this is how you use the same character to do different tasks. If let's say if I was using Julius Caesar to give a speech to the people of Rome, what I would do is I would get a picture from the community feed of Roman people standing outside, let's say, the Senate, and then I would have blended it with the original picture of Julius Caesar, and then I would have written the prompt, Julius Caesar is talking to the people of Rome outside the Senate. I would have copy pasted photorealistic 8K natural lighting, etc. till here, and then I would have got the final picture. Then what I would have done is I would have upscaled that picture very strong to improve the quality, and then finally what would have been the result of that would have been my ultimate successful picture, maintaining a consistent story. And I hope these tutorials have been very useful for you, and I wish you luck in becoming the masters of AI image prompting.